Good morning, everyone. This is Scott of the Scott Man. We're here to do a driving video today. We're going to be heading west on 7 Mile Road today. We're not going to be driving in its entirety, though, in this video because the video would be way too long, like almost an hour and a half long. So I'm breaking up 7 Mile into two parts. I'm going to be filming part 1 today. Oh, that's pretty off to the right. Beautiful Catholic church. And then another day I'll film part 2. So in this video, I'm going from where it begins over back at Kelly Road, which on the other side of Kelly Road, more about that after this traffic light. We'll probably be hitting a lot today. So like on the other side of Kelly Road, this turns into Morass Road. So this is where it officially begins, and yeah, it looks like there's a traffic stop up ahead, and the car to the right of me is not letting me over. So it's like, yeah. Thankfully, I'm not making a left turn here, so, but we'll have to get through this red light first. Yeah, that traffic light, it's awfully low to the ground, I have to say. So I'm thinking that there must not be a lot of like big trucks or anything that go down this road, so. Man, I'm getting horrible luck with these traffic lights. So anyway, we're crossing over Hayes Road, and so we'll continue in the east side of Detroit. So pretty much for part 1 of 7 Mile, we'll be entirely in the city limits of Detroit. Part 2, which I'll film another day, which is going from Telegraph or US Highway 24 all the way to where it ends over in Whitmore Lake, Michigan. That one will basically be the portion of 7 Mile that's not in Detroit, except maybe a very tiny portion at the very beginning of that video. And yeah, what's with these traffic lights? I think I've caught every single one since I've started this video. Like, I'm not kidding you. Although the next two lights are pretty close to each other, so I don't think I'll be catching both of them. But yeah, we're gonna have to stop, unfortunately. Oh, just turned green, so at least I didn't have to stop the video. But yeah, so yep, unfortunately we are having to stop at both lights. Like, horrible luck. Yep, so we're crossing over Gratiot here. So this is a major highway here in Detroit. It runs generally parallel with I-94 going from downtown Detroit all the way up to Port Huron. Because it was the original route from Detroit to Port Huron before they built I-94. And well, you know, finally be able to make a green light for once. It is absolutely beautiful out. Not a single cloud in the sky. It's not too bad out this morning. My current thermometer is reading 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If you convert that to Celsius, it's around like almost 9 degrees. So not too bad out for a morning. Although it's like we're supposed to see a lot of clouds roll in later today because we got rain coming tonight. All right, the light up ahead just turned red, so I'm gonna go a little slower here. But yeah, I actually made the light for Shaner back there. Yeah, it's like a lot of the north and south highways that we're going to be passing by in this portion, we've already driven on, like Shaner for one. Yep. Alright, now my luck's starting to turn. So I remember filming a video on Shaner. I know I've done like Ryan Road to Quinder, Mound Road. And of course, M53 or Van Dyke. Huh, this is a four-way stop here. Oh, at least I didn't have to wait for anybody, though. And yeah, not this light, but the next one. We're about to come up to a pretty big intersection. This is going to be M97, or this is Hoover Road. Driven by Osborne High School. So yeah, this is Hoover Road, although, fun fact, that's technically M97, which going further north, M97 turns into Groesbeck Highway. But yeah, as you've been seeing, for the most part, yep, 7 Mile Road and this part of Detroit is just a 2-lane highway, and it looks like they got bike lanes on the side of the road. Either bike lanes or maybe not. Well, some areas it could be bike lanes, but I think some areas they might be parking areas. And here is Outer Drive. This is a road I filmed quite a while in the past, too. Yeah, you can't really see it, but they're doing a lot of road work right now on Outer Drive, going to the right. So yeah, the Outer Drive we just passed over, that is the eastern part of Outer Drive. There's two parts to it. There's the much longer western branch of it that goes in the west side of Detroit, going all the way down toward Dearborn and E-Course in that area, and then there's the much shorter eastern portion going through Detroit's east side. I believe 7 Mile goes or intersects both parts of Outer Drive. And I think we'll see the western stretch later in this video. Now we have a little bit of a change in scenery here. We can see some more businesses along in here. And they're doing some big time road work or something at the intersection with Van Dyke. Huh, interesting. It's like, yeah, one lane for everything because of the upcoming work. And luckily for me, nobody's turning left, so it's like not having to wait for a period of time. So that was quite fortunate, because yeah, as you saw, because of the little construction project that they're doing at that intersection, it's like we had to, it's like one lane can be used for left turns, going straight, or making a right turn. Yeah, there are some different businesses over at that intersection. Like there's a gas station, there's also a Happy's Pizza, there's a chicken and ribs place. I mean, sorry, fish and chicken place. Although you can get ribs there too. So I know there's a lot of different chicken places where you can get like fried chicken, but they can also sell like ribs too. And then of course fish. But at the same time, though, there are a lot of businesses which unfortunately have seen their better days. Like they're not really operating anymore. Slowing down significantly. Must not be a very good railroad crossing. Yeah, it looks a little bumpy. So I think that's very smart for what people are doing here. Kip, just gotta go a little slow around this police officer here. Oh, looks like he pulled over a big time bus. Unless there was like a collision or something. I don't know, but it's hard to say. the traffic light for Mound Road. I know up in like Warren and Sterling Heights, they're doing a lot of road work right now on Mound Road, or maybe I think they may have just finished. Because they're doing a lot of resurfacing the past few years there. Again, I'm at to get around this car. But yeah, I'm pretty lucky I was able to make that light at Mound. Which is a nice change compared to how we started this video. But it's like, as you can see, it's like, yeah, Detroit's made a lot of improvements over the years, but there's still a lot of work which has to be done because, yeah, there are some businesses that are been long gone, and it's like, and some neighborhoods unfortunately have seen their better days, but made the light at Mound, but we're having to stop at this random traffic light here for just a subdivision street. With the mile road system, because it's every mile you have a new mile road. This is, of course, we're on 7 Mile, and we are about a mile south of 8 Mile Road, which that's a video, well, a 2-part video I filmed already, I think a long time ago. Because if we go like another mile north, we'd be crossing over 8 Mile, we'd be entering Macomb County or the city of Warren. Although it'd be Oakland County once we go north or west of DeQuinder if we were to go another mile north of here. This is Ryan Road, and just turned green. That's our lucky day. I can't tell what the name of that's Pershing High School off to the left. So we've driven by a couple of high schools so far on 7 Mile. Very, very cool looking high school, I have to say. So yeah, we're coming up to the intersection for Conant Road or Conant Drive. I don't know exactly how it's called, Conant Street. But if you were to go like another mile to the southeast at this traffic light, though, that'll take you down to McNichols Road, and that is where the original Buddy's Pizza is located. Which is what basically put Detroit-style deep dish pizza, or Detroit deep dish pizza, on the map here in the Detroit area. Because yeah, nowadays you got Detroit style pizza all over the place around Detroit. You can, of course, get at Buddy's Pizza, not only at the original, but all the other Buddy's Pizza locations, but also like Green Lantern Pizza, Shields Pizza, Michigan and Trumbull, and of course some of the more nationally recognized pizza chains like Jet's Pizza. So like if you ever want to try Detroit style pizza without coming to Detroit, just look for a Jet's Pizza. Although I think at Jet's Pizza, I think they just call it deep dish. Not to be confused with Chicago style deep dish, which is a lot different, but really, really good too. And this is DeQuinder Road. So normally DeQuinder is the boundary between Oakland County and Macomb County, but once you come south of 8 Mile, like where we are right now, it's just a road going through the east side of Detroit. That's a cool little art mural on the right side, the little face with the tongue sticking out. But it's like, even though there are a lot of businesses that are not around anymore, there are some that are still doing pretty well, although there's been seeing a lot of fish and chicken stops where you can get like fish and chicken takeout. And yeah, now we're coming up to a very major interchange. This is the interchange with I-75. So if you make a right turn onto the service drive for I-75, you can go north on I-75 to head up to the northern suburbs of Detroit, such as like Hazel Park or Royal Oak, Troy, Rochester, Auburn Hills, that area. Or make a left, well, you have to do like a Michigan U-turn first, and then to go back the other way to go south on 75, you'll head into, or you'll head toward downtown Detroit, as well as over toward Hamtramck. Okay, looks like this is now 4 lanes here. So it's expanded a little bit. And I'm surprised I did not have to stop really at I-75, because that's a pretty big intersection. Although it looks like we are stopping here at John R. Another cool art mural. And it looks like a very old fire station too. So seeing a lot of historical buildings in here, so pretty fascinating. Like another cool mural. A lot of murals over in here. It looks pretty nice, even though it's like, unfortunately, a lot of these businesses over here have closed their doors and for quite a while, but at least there's some cool stuff along the way though. So yeah, nice little church right over here too. Greenfield Union Elementary and Middle School. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how there's technically no lane markers, but you can easily make this a 4-lane highway. So I find that rather interesting. And we are now coming up to Woodward Avenue. So Woodward Avenue is the main highway which goes from downtown Detroit all the way up to Pontiac. It goes through all the different suburbs like Royal Oak, Birmingham, Huntington Woods, Ferndale, Bloomfield Hills, all the way up to Pontiac. Yep, so now we're crossing over Woodward Avenue, and we'll continue our way, and now it becomes a 4-lane boulevard, and now we're noticing a significant change of scenery here, where we're now in the Palmer Woods area of Detroit, especially off to the right, and you can notice a significant difference in the homes. Like, Palmer Woods is one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Detroit. You got a lot of upscale homes in this area. Where like the homes on the other side of Woodward are definitely significantly lower in price. So yeah, a major difference. And yeah, I got a nice park off to the left there too, going down on a puncher train. And it looks like this is the end of the boulevard, but it looks like it's continuing as a 4-lane highway. But yeah, generally west of Woodward, like immediately west of Woodward, between 8 Mile and 6 Mile, like you got a lot of like more expensive and larger, even some more historic homes too. right, that's Sherwood Forest, which is the next neighborhood going that's west of Palmer Woods. And this is Livernois here, and if you go north on Livernois all the way up to between here and 8 Mile, you got a lot of different shops. And it's a pretty nice shopping area. So, yeah, as I was just saying, if you go north on Livernois, it's like, yeah, you got a lot of stores in business, and I don't know why they have this red light immediately after another one. It's like, this is very poor planning. In fact, people are going way too slow in this left lane, so, oh, that's why someone's making a left turn. Another pizza place, got Papa's Pizza. You got chicken, subs, burgers, ribs. Now, okay, I was almost about to say we're starting to get unlucky with the traffic lights again, but thankfully we're starting to move. Yeah, I'm glad I got in this lane because a lot of people are making left turns now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get back over. There's a lot of cars parked over here. Huh, interesting. It looks like the building to the right looks like it's a church and a synagogue, because I saw a cross and the Star of David. So it's got to indicate that they must use that for both as a church on Sundays and a synagogue on Saturdays. And they got the University of Detroit Jesuit High School off to the right there. Huh. Looks like a barbecue food truck off to the right. Well, that's probably not where they probably sell barbecue. They probably go somewhere else in the area and then they sell barbecue. But yeah, food trucks are always pretty cool though. It's like you can just walk up to a truck or something and buy some delicious food, and you can get some great stuff from them too. So this is Wyoming Avenue here. Compared to Livernois, it's a little bit of a smaller secondary road, but still, it's like if the north and south roads through the Metro Detroit area were mile roads, that would be another one, because it's exactly a mile west of Livernois. Yeah, I can already see some of the high clouds off to the west. Oh, there's even a Checkers off to the left there. And then off the road to the left, there's even a Home Depot. Yeah, I've definitely been noticing, like, west of Woodward, even continuing west of Livernois, yet definitely a lot more businesses that are still open. Some have closed down though, but yeah, definitely a lot more that is open, which is great to see. Oh, and here's the other stretch of Outer Drive. So this is Outer Drive West, which, yeah, I just filmed a video on that earlier this year. It looks like a Shell station, but it says under new management, so be funny if the gas station was called under new management. This might be more of a unique name than you think. Oh wow, that's a cool looking building off to the right. And yeah, unfortunately I'm getting really unlucky with the traffic lights again. Greater Emmanuel Institutional. It's a Church of God in Christ. Okay, so it's a church. So we're crossing over Schaefer Highway, which if you go further north, like on the other side of 8 Mile, that turns into Coolidge and heads up to Berkeley, and then eventually up to the the city of Troy. And we've got a Wendy's, a KFC, and a Subway up ahead, and the light just turned green, and it's a good thing too, because this is the Lodge Freeway here. So this is the second freeway which we're crossing over. Of course, the Lodge Freeway going northwest goes up to Southfield. Captain Jay's Fish and Chicken up to the right. And of course, the Lodge Freeway going southeast heads all the way down to downtown Detroit. Of course, we made that major light, and then we're having to stop at this smaller one. Although, say with that light, we were only stopped for maybe 3 seconds or something. And yeah, we're getting really unlucky again. So now I'm having to catch this light. I'm gonna go ahead and get over. Oh, the other car was making a right, but I guess not. Yep, this is another small light. So it's like I don't know who times these lights. And the next traffic light we're coming up to is Greenfield Road, so got 3 more miles to go in this video, although with the fact we're catching every traffic light now, with the exception of the Lodge Freeway, this is probably going to take 15 minutes real time or something. And we're going to be stopped here for a while. Alright, so now we'll continue on Greenfield, and I should be able to get around this truck now. He's going rather slow. Alright, now he's picking it up, but oh well. But we're over here now. So I got 3 more miles to go, and then we'll get to Telegraph, and that's where basically we'll end part 1, and on another day I'll film 7 Mile going west from Telegraph all the way to where it ends over in Whitmore Lake. And the curse has finally been broken. A lot of different businesses along in here. Different churches along 7 Mile as well too, although we're having to stop at this light now. Okay, and the next light, which I think we're going to have to stop at as well because that's a major intersection, that is the Southfield Freeway. So the Southfield Freeway is a pretty big highway going through the west side of Detroit. Going north will take up to Southfield. Of course, going south on the Southfield Freeway heads all the way down toward Dearborn and Allen Park. Alright, take that back. We got 3 more miles from here, because yeah, it's 4 miles from Greenfield. Because we still have to pass over Evergreen and Alissa Road, and then we'll get over to Telegraph Road. I think when I said it's going to take me 15 minutes to go all the way from Greenfield to Telegraph, I think that might be coming true with all these traffic lights. But it has been nice, though, that this has been all 4 lanes ever since we crossed over Woodward. And, of course, catching this light, too. So I guess the curse is back on again. Alright, try to get moving because the light up ahead just turned green. I feel like I'm in a race with the traffic lights right now. Yep, that just made this light. Okay, and then, yep, here is Evergreen Road. And I'm going to be making this light. Stores over here. Apollo's or Apollo Market, got a bank over here, a Foot Locker. Probably the first time I've seen a Foot Locker outside of a shopping mall. Because Foot Locker is one of those shoe stores I always see inside a big shopping mall. If I haven't said so already, we're now technically in the western side of Detroit. Because it goes pretty much all the way up toward like where Telegraph Road is. And it's like, yeah, that lucky street of green lights has just ended, unfortunately. And I don't think we're going to be catching the light at Lasser, excuse me. Because we were stopped at that light way too long, but I went ahead and got over here. I'm surprised they have a detour for 5 miles this far north, because technically take McNichols to get around any closure on 5 Mile. Okay, so we're passing over the light for Lasser here, and we got another mile to go. We'll be to Telegraph Road. Yeah, traffic looks like it has lightened up a little bit. And yeah, you just got a lot of open field off to the left. I don't even think it's a park, because I don't see anything back in there. So it could just be vacant land or something. Yeah, this road's seen its better days though over here. River system. Might even be the main Rouge River. Greater Grace Temple is the big church off to the right there. That looks pretty cool, I'll have to say. Okay, not this traffic light, but the next one will be up to Telegraph Road, and we're about to be approaching the end of this video. Alright, so here is Telegraph Road. So I hope you enjoyed this video here on 7 Mile Road heading west. Part 1, going from where it begins at Kelly Road, where it turns into 7 Mile from Morass Road, going all the way to US 24 or Telegraph Road. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott of the Scott Man signing out.